how people see you now is how they're gonna see you forever.
Ooh, that trailer came out. Oh my god. Yo, a lot of things is happening. A lot of things is happening. We seeing Rock crying, right? It looks like in the trailer, we don't know if Kanan either got stabbed or shot or maybe somebody punched him because he's holding his stomach. So I'm like, something happened. And then we seeing like Rock crying or whatever. So I'm like, because in my brain it had me thinking because I was like, wait a minute. I wonder if they was gonna like pull that trigger or if they was to ever tease the idea of okay, because she said in the trailer she was like, she can live with her son not trusting her, right? But she need her business partners to like trust her because we already see in this trailer unique. This is Unique's doing. This is most likely Unique's doing where he's I guess tearing up the business because again Rock basically took the business from him because he originally had relations with the people he was working with, but everybody thought at the time Unique was dead, so Rock filled his shoes. So he's like, all right, I'll take his position. I'll move the weight, right? But it seems like Unique is just he's going off. We know this is Unique, like he's going off. So I was like, oh my god. And then we seen like Jukebox with a cop. So I mean, all of this cop stuff that Jukebox been surrounding herself with, either by choice or by not her choice, right? And it's only going to fuel like the story for her to just be, a cop, right? We know this, like, but there's still a couple of dark turns for her that we need to see that's gonna like mold her character more into like, okay, she's like this ruthless person that Ghost was even the fear of, right? And he was afraid of at one point because it was like, wait a minute, Jukebox is crazy. We still got to see that part because I know for this season is to build up Kanan, but I think it should also be fair as well for us to see Jukebox as well because again, we don't know if it's Marvin or it's Lulu. We don't even know because in the trailer we seen like Marvin in bed with some woman. At first, I thought it was Snaps' wife. I thought it was her, but then I don't know. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know because I don't know. It looked like it's some female that Lulu was always getting entangled with. But I think if it does end up to being either Marvin or Lulu, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy if it has to be one of them. It has to be one of them because Unique is he's going on the warpath here. Like he's killing everybody. Like he's doing something. See, I want to bring up Ronnie, but I'm like, nah, he's doing something different. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say like Unique is doing something different because he's holding the gun on some guy, and he's just like, oh, I never felt more alive. So I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, Ronnie cracked this nigga's skull, so now he's talking crazy. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh no. But yo, that shit gonna be good. That shit gonna be good. And then we see Stefano talking to Kanan. He was just like, listen, man, I do business with your mom. I don't really do business with you. So it does make me think as well, because I think we're gonna probably see Kanan trying to like maybe undercut his mom to maybe because he's trying to separate from her because he doesn't want to be nothing like his mom because again we see in the trailer she's paying off the cops, right? She's slipping them money or whatever, and I'm like, okay, he's trying to do things differently. So he has like his own little safe that he's putting money in, right? Which Rock probably might find that money and probably take his money or whatever. But like he's trying to like create a his own path, his own legacy. Like he's trying to do things differently. He doesn't want to do anything like what Rock is doing. So it makes me think like, okay, is he gonna try to like undercut her in some sort of way? Like, is he gonna try to like take her clients and her business away, right? And be like, well, I want to do things my way, and he's gonna try to like even find like maybe a group of people that'll maybe follow him, right? Because all at the end of the day is street soldiers, and Kanan don't really have. He don't have like he has people that are sell for him, but it's not like he has people that are like fight for him like that. So it's like okay, so we got that for Kanan. And then, Stefano's, famous last words and whatever. That part still has to come up because, again, last season, Famous got caught by the cops. The whole, he had a gun and basically his mother basically turned the bed. And it was just like, hey, now, we that guy, Freddie, he died in that building, in the gun. Like, I don't know, what's going on? Like, explain more. So Famous is still kind of stuck right now, and we got to see what's going to happen with Famous. And then in the trailer as well, we see somebody like pushing in that looked like Famous. Not too sure if that was, but it looked like Famous. Like somebody pushed open, like where Kanan and a Famous apartment is at. Like they pushed in the door and they pushed them down, and we don't know if that's is either unique or just some guy that's even looking for Kanan. Right? We don't know what's going on with that, but all we know is all hell is gonna break loose, and all eyes is basically gonna be on everybody because we still got the FBI and the whole Stefano stuff. We still got him, and and then obviously the stuff that happened in the last season with Special Agent Tanner, still looking at Marvin as him being like the drug kingpin of it all. So we still got that on the plate. And then once when they find out, okay, Howard is dead, and then basically Ronnie's dead, who was Eunice's brother. So they're like, okay, who did this? And then I still think they're gonna probably pin everything on Marvin and be like, basically maybe Marvin has something to do with this. Maybe Marvin did this, but oh boy, that's going to be quite interesting. And then we see in the beginning as well where Rock is talking to Kanan, and she was just like, "Well, there's going to be some bodies along the way," and he was just, like, "Oh yeah, I know there's going to be some bodies along the way because you basically did it." And it's just like she's looking at Kanan sideways. I think the crazy thing in the story that they're telling, Rock might not be able to recognize Kanan after everything. Where he's gonna probably become so dark, right? Where she's gonna be like, she's gonna feel like she failed as a mother. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. No, well, I don't know. I don't, because we know beforehand she was training him. Like she was like, okay, how to shoot a gun, how to do this, and it said, well, technically saying that she's gonna pass it on to him, but it's like I don't know. I feel like if Marvin or Lulu does die, I feel like maybe she might try to stop it or might try to say something about like what Kanan's doing. Like I don't know, like after Lulu and Marvin's death, but then Kanan's gonna probably be so strong minded. He gonna be like, listen, I get that, but nah, man, this game stuff, I can't get out of it. Like, nah, man, like if you want to step to the side, be my guest, but I'm taking over. Oh my god. And I think she's gonna probably be like, I don't even recognize my own son anymore. Like he's becoming more dark, more vicious, maybe more violent. Like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Right? Because they building up to it where we're gonna get to see the Kane that we all know and love. We're gonna get that, but I think it's just gonna take a minute, and it's more training and more steps for Kanan to take because Snaps is already like trying to ask the tough questions and like, okay, who do you want to be? How you gonna build your name up? How you gonna build yourself? And he's like, he wants to be him, but we all know that when he does become him, he's gonna become the feared Kanan, where everybody's, oh shit, like nah, it's Kanan. Like, but Rock on the other hand, it's like, again, he's not trying to be like her. He's trying to do things differently. But there's a lot of takeaways from the trailer we got in, a lot of things that it's gonna like surprise us. Maybe it might catch us off guard with a couple of things that they're trying to tell here with the story. Because again, we still need to see Jukebox's first kill, who she's gonna kill first, how she's gonna like eventually get into the whole law enforcement, who's gonna help her, maybe get into a law enforcement and her eventually changing her own name, right? Like what's gonna happen? Because I understand, like we getting Kane and stuff, but we also got to get Jukebox's story as well, and for her to get built up. And I think if Marvin does die, if it's him, then I guess this would probably set her up more, because I feel like it would probably push the story for her more to become a cop, right? And be like, okay, he died, her father died, so it's just like I got to get away from everything, and it would make sense for her to like change her name, like she's no longer Thomas, she becomes a cop, and then she does what she needs to do. Or you go with the Lulu path, he dies, right? And you're kind of like trying to save that Marvin death for like later on to like eventually build her character and story up further, and then eventually if he dies or something happens to him, then it's like, okay, now we get this vicious side of her, because it's going to be crazy when we're going to get to see that. But she has to be around long enough for when Power Origins, because again, that's when the whole Ghost and Tommy stuff eventually takes place, and they may see things from her or hear things from her, right? And how everything's gonna like tie in together. But it's gonna get crazy next month. Lulu might die, Marvin might die, freaking Unique's on the warpath. He about to murk everybody, and I'm like, oh my god, who's gonna die? What's gonna happen? I'm like, oh, see, if Marvin dies, I don't know how I'm gonna take it though, cause I like Marvin. I like Lulu too, but it's like Marvin pulled me more. But I'm like, oh my god, but if, oh man, and Rock is crying, cause my little lizard brain was telling me, I was like, nah, man, I think what if Rock probably pulled the trigger, or she almost, I don't know. But I was like, nah. I doubt that because Kanan didn't really. Kanan last season didn't like how Ronnie was trying to like take out Rocket, and he was just like, nah, what the fuck you doing? That's my mom's. So it's like, we know that he doesn't harbor those feelings for her. So I'm like, okay, so it has to be something. It has to be something crazy. Oh my god. But I was also thinking too, well, nah, but see, that won't happen either. Oh my god. But comment down below what you guys think about this trailer, because March the 7th, we're gonna get to see the big show, and what's gonna take place and all. But oh man, like, comment, subscribe, and share. I catch you all in the next one.